15 minutes of Battlefield 6's Battle Royale game mode have leaked online. Former Chief Legal Officer at Pokémon has commented on Nintendo's new patent regarding character summons. And Dying Light the Beast will launch one day earlier than intended. Also, Resident Evil Requiem releases on Nintendo Switch 2 in February. I'm Insider Gaming guest narrator Sarah Bauer, and this is Insider Today for Friday, September 12th, 2025. Before we jump in, make sure you're subscribed to Insider Gaming with notifications set to all, so you never miss any of the gaming news you need to know about. Around 15 minutes of Battlefield 6's Battle Royale game mode have leaked online thanks to the game's first ever playtest of the mode. 2 players managed to get into Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode during the latest Battlefield Labs playtests. One of the clips runs for about 12 minutes and shows off some Battle Royale gameplay, including both a rigid hull inflatable boat and a tank in action. We can't show the clips on YouTube, but if you head over to InsiderGaming.com, you can read the full article with the tweets that feature the leaked gameplay. The second gameplay leak showcases the game's opening drop sequence, where a squad of 4 players jumps out of a Chinook helicopter. At first glance, it seems like Ripple Effect has implemented the Apex Legends drop-in feature, where your whole squad follows a squad leader unless you decide to separate off from the drop. Unfortunately, the only way to play the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale right now is by signing up for the Battlefield Labs playtests. Players who are accepted will be able to play the Battle Royale for the first time before launch, as well as play the standard multiplayer experience. Battlefield Labs playtests are set to keep running throughout Battlefield 6's lifecycle, giving players an early look at upcoming DLC maps and new content before they officially launch. The game's Battle Royale mode will also include one of the most punishing ring mechanics ever seen. Step into it and you're instantly eliminated. So far, no footage of this feature has surfaced, but with leaks already circulating, it wouldn't be surprising if more clips pop up over the weekend. Keep an eye on InsiderGaming.com for the latest gameplay. If you weren't already aware, Nintendo has recently acquired 2 new patents, one of which has raised concerns in the industry, with many worried that this patent could impact numerous games in the process. The publishing lead at Larian Studios has already stated that these kinds of patents are often used in faith. Now the ex-Pokémon legal lead has weighed in. According to a report from Eurogamer, Don McGowan, the former chief legal officer at the Pokémon company, believes Nintendo could face challenges in enforcing its new patent. McGowan said, "I wish Nintendo and Pokémon good luck when they eventually run into the first developer who decides to completely ignore the patent." He added that even if Nintendo does choose to sue, that developer could point to decades of prior art. The report also included comments from Richard Hogue, a lawyer specializing in the games industry. Hogue explained that the patent shows Nintendo intends to pursue a legal strategy in defending itself against entrants in the pocket monster genre. He noted, though, that this strategy might not rely on lawsuits. Instead, the very existence of the patent could be enough to deter investment in and creation of competitors. Techland has revealed that, as a result of the overwhelming anticipation of Dying Light the Beast, the game will now be released on September 18 rather than September 19. The team dropped this announcement in a post that went hand in hand with the reveal that more than 1 million players have pre-ordered the game across all platforms. Dying Light the Beast is the exciting next chapter in the decade-old franchise, and it's one that has been dubbed Dying Light 3 by Techland. In a press release, the Techland team revealed that Dying Light the Beast is set to be released one day earlier than planned, dropping on September 18th, 2025. As part of the release, the franchise director, Timon Smektala, said, "Seeing the excitement from our community for the return of Kyle Crane in Dying Light the Beast, and knowing the game is ready, we wanted to do something special for our players. We pushed ourselves to make the impossible possible, and that's why we're releasing the game a little earlier. I can't wait to see players' reactions when they finally step into the world of the Beast. Not only that, but fans who pre-order the game and those who have already will get an exclusive new reward when Dying Light the Beast drops on September 18. Here are some of the new launch times for Dying Light the Beast. British Standard Time September 18 at 5 p.m, Pacific Daylight September 18 at 9 a.m, Eastern Daylight Time September 18 at 12 p.m, Central European Standard Time September 18 at 6 p.m, and Japan Standard Time September 19 at 1 a.m. Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the iconic survival horror series, will officially release on February 27 for all major platforms, including the Nintendo Switch 2. While the release date for the upcoming game had already been announced, this is the first confirmation that it will also be launching on Nintendo's new console. What makes this even more notable is that it will arrive on Switch 2 the very same day as on PlayStation and Xbox, which, as fans know, isn't always guaranteed when it comes to multi-platform releases. Resident Evil Requiem stars Grace Ashcroft, the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft, as she investigates the Wrenwood Hotel, the very same location where her mother tragically lost her life years earlier. As you'd expect from the series, players will encounter plenty of mutated monsters and other unsettling horrors throughout this new adventure. Traditionally, Resident Evil games have stuck to either a first-person or third-person perspective, but Requiem breaks from that pattern by letting players choose between the two. Whether you prefer the more immersive, in-your-face perspective or the series' classic third-person style, the decision is entirely up to you. At the end of the Resident Evil Requiem trailer, it was also confirmed that Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and Resident Evil Village will be released for the Nintendo Switch 2 on the very same day, February 27. These titles had previously made their way to the first Switch as cloud-based versions, which many fans found clunky and unsatisfying. While this news will likely excite players, it seems safe to say that most of the attention will remain firmly on Requiem. This announcement follows earlier rumors that suggested Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 would also be included in the lineup, though those titles were not shown here. As of now, it remains unclear whether Resident Evil Requiem and the other upcoming releases will be available on traditional cartridges or if they will fall into the game keycard category. That's all for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe for all your gaming news, and visit insidergaming.com for more news and exclusives. I'm guest narrator Sarah Bauer, and we will see you on the inside.